Watch this, and then I'll tell you what you just saw. Barbara Fisher, you need to call Barbara Fisher, the CPS worker. You need to call this woman, Barbara Fisher, and say, don't you know all babies lose weight when they're born? Listen to this.
And I thought it was your mother, but maybe it was your mother. Are you videotaping me?
Yes.
So I'm going to stop talking. Your attorney's going to call in about 5 minutes, so I guess I'm going to wait for that.
Okay.
And this will hurt you in court. And I'll be straight. I told you I've been working with the department for 15 years.
Right.
I've worked for child welfare for 18. I'm an experienced court worker.
I believe you, but you know what? Like, they've already taken our child. You know, like, I mean, how do we trust you guys? You know, like, well, what have you guys done to earn our trust?
Today,
you know?
And I use your attorney. I communicate with both your attorneys, but I'm not here to be videotaped. And I have to tell you, I can tell you the truth that Judge Basha will not like this.
I understand.
Okay?
I understand.
So, I mean, but that's up to you. I'm an experienced worker. I explain a lot of this.
Right.
You know, I sent you an email Monday introducing myself, trying to what my role was. I sent emails to both your attorneys about the need to communicate and build trust, that you had lots of reservations. I acknowledged that. I said it was going to be a simple home visit today.
Right. I mean, can you walk in? Like, well, what are you assessing? That's what I don't understand. Like, you know,
but
like,
you want
like
your case. You want your case closed. You know, right? You want the court to dismiss the petition.
Well, there should have never been a case in the first place, but, you know, yeah, whatever, right.
You have documents proving that my child is doing well, right?
Correct, but it goes deeper than that. You have confidentiality issues. You have a neighbor here. I don't have a signed release, so I'm not going to get into the specifics of the allegation. I don't mind reminding you what I kind of talked about yesterday about my role in the home visit. So, she's cute.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys. I have to go to work.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
You.
Have a good one, sir. Thank you so much.
Kate.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
And this was today.
I also have to pick up 2 little boys to visit with their mom today. So if Linda doesn't call shortly, I'm kind of limited in how long I can stand out here. And you're videotaping me, and I've asked you not to. I'm not going to agree to that.
Do you have a court order?
Well, I can call I can talk to your husband. He knows I'm coming.
Yes, I can get them for you.
Sure. I mean, one of the things that the court said about returning your daughter to your care was that child welfare would be coming out doing home visits, and that.
My understanding was that he was concerned with the baby's health, and you have gotten the reports that she's thriving. She's doing very well.
But you have an open court case with you're going to trial, which means did you have a chance to talk to Christina Beatty?
Not really, because she's on vacation.
Right. Because she emailed me back and said that I'm trying to figure out where my cell phone is. Linda said she would be available for the thing. I don't agree to be taped, so stop taping me, please.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything to violate your rights or anything like that. I'm being polite.
Okay.
Darn, where did I put my cell phone?
How competent is this social worker, this welfare child kidnapper for the government, spelled M-I-N-T, because they mint money from children? How come she can't even find her cell phone? Look how she's dressed.
Sit that right here?
Sure.
And she wants to walk into these people's house and find her baby. And then what she's really doing is exploring the house to say she was in there and saw dirty dishes and there was rats running up and down the walls. That's what she wants to do. She wants to fake a phony report.
Jose. Yeah.
Now the lady's already got the baby and brought it out and showed her the baby. Or she will here in just a minute. But she's gone back to her car to get her cell phone. Remember what she said? I don't like you taping me. Well, look, you're on the lady's property. You come to this mom and dad's house, and you're on their property. They have a right to tape you all they want. In fact, even if you're in your public office, Barbara Fisher, they would have a right to come and videotape you in your public office, because guess what? You're not running a private CPS, Barbara Fisher. You're running a public office. People, I urge you to call Barbara Fisher and ask her, don't you know that every baby as soon as it's born, loses a few ounces in weight.
I just,
That was not a justified
don't
reason
think this
to
helps your
snatch
case
their
at all.
baby.
All I'm
And
doing
that's
is
why the
home
judge
check to
ordered
see
the
that,
baby back. Because the
safety
judge,
and welfare of
who's
the
not
baby.
I'll show you
I
my
just
baby.
committed
Can you
to.
hold this for me, please? Yeah. See that she's
totally incompetent, knows more than you do, Barbara Fisher. And your supervisor, Linda Case or whatever her name is, yeah, I noticed that too. If you study the Bible, there's the sign of the devil is 666. If you look at the phone number right after the area code, the YoLo County area code 530,
She's
the
not
next
in
three
imminent
numbers are
danger.
Where's your husband?
666.
Because Steve and I had a conversation.
And her supervisor's number
We
is
have a
also
set appointment
666.
today.
So, I mean, if that's the sign of the Antichrist, is that telling you something? If
Hey,
you're a
Jules,
Christian, that
I
means
can't
something.
get through
If
to
you're
Linda Case.
Islamic,
and
it maybe
she's
doesn't mean
one of-
anything.
Chris Beatty is out, as you know.
But as soon
I'm
as
getting
I saw that number,
photographed, and I'm not being allowed admittance into
666.
the house. And I thought I had all this
Red
arranged.
flags
I thought
went up
the
in my
attorneys were
brain.
doing all this. So I need Linda Case to call me on my cell phone because my number's blocked. I can't get through to hers. She was going to be available, so in her cell is her cell is what it always is, 666-7007.
yeah, call her supervisor.
No. That's not her office line. That's
666-7007. Ask Linda Case, why the heck are you letting somebody go out representing a state organization or a county organization called Child Protective Services, for lack of a consistent name? I just call them all CPS. They keep changing their name as they get a bad reputation. They change their name to something else so that you won't associate them with the dirt they've done under the old bad name. So I stick with CPS. I don't care what they call themselves. Call Barbara Fisher. I called her, and for your information, before the show started, hours ago, many hours ago, I called Barbara Fisher and said, I would like to get your take on this and ask you some questions. Questions I wanted to ask you, Barbara, is being a woman, have you never given birth to a child? Don't you know, Barbara, that all babies lose weight immediately after birth? All babies do. That is a natural phenomenon. Why you didn't get that? That was not an excuse to steal this baby. You just wanted a healthy baby, Barbara. I think you've committed a criminal act, Barbara, and you should be indicted and arrested, if not by the sheriff of YoLo County, by the militia of YoLo County. That's just William Wagner's opinion. But I invite you, Barbara Fisher, to return my call and answer some of my questions, and I'll give you a chance. And don't give me this crap. Oh, this is a private case. And Mr. Wagner, you made it public. No, I did it with Gigi's permission, and she had every right to tape you in her house, in front of her house, on her yard. You had no right to be there without a warrant signed by the judge. If the judge is a clean judge, he would have given you a signed warrant with an affidavit attached saying, we have information that you've done bad things to your baby and we have to come in your house and see the torture rack that you torture your baby with, or whatever it is. Judge didn't give you such a warrant, did he, Barbara Fisher?